Good evening, everyone. You join us for this 2020 match between the Khulna Kingfish and the Rajashahi Rams. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the dashing David Gower.
Well, others, thanks to that warm introduction, I, for one, am looking forward to the day's play. I've been down in the middle looking at conditions, and it's a very batter-friendly pitch. There's not going to be much for the bowlers. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Fantastic breakdown, David, thanks. We go out to the middle now, big decision coming up.
Certainly a coin toss to win. You'd have batted every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Certainly feels like there's a lot of runs in the wicket.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match. Straight to the fielder.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap.
Huge edge.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
Bowler!
A couple on offer here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Into the gap, nice shot.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Doesn't beat the infield. 6 runs added in that over. The Tigers are 6 for none. Hope comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Drives it into the covers. Fielders, no chance.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
Yep.
Edged. There's no one there. Could go down to the boundary. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
Great shot, great timing.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing, lovely front foot shot that has raced to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Wait there.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Wait.
End of the over, 5 offered. The Tigers are 23 for none. Going with spin now.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Bowl disturbs the furniture.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Drives and misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Barishal found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Misses everything.
Yes. Nice ball.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Thick edge.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls.
Yep. Wait.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build any momentum.
Wait on. Wait on.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Off the edge, could be 4.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Waiting.
Stumping! Oh!
You can't skip down the pitch like that and expect to survive for long. They're just quick enough to get back for the stumping chance.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
10 runs added in that over. The Tigers are 51 for 1. And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Big edge.
Keeper.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Waiting.
A beauty, brilliant catch.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it'd be moving to a big, big score, but it's not to be.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
The Tigers seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's a 53 for 2.
Wait on.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Wait on.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Back go the stumps, missed the straight ball.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Good return there, back from the deep. A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Ahmed from the north end. Nice shot, runs possible.
Back and across, punched well off the back foot through point to get some runs.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keeper, keeper.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected. Well, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Yep.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Waiting.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
The Tigers weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over. Down the wicket, misses.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now and surely looking towards a big score.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Strong appeal.
You can't skip down the pitch and then do a complete air shot. How that isn't a stumping, I'll never know.
Fall through the offside. Easy as you like.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Wait there.
Cuts that off well in the infield. That's the over. The Tigers are 70 for 4. Hussain back on now.
Is coming into the attack.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
Oh, yes, nice bowling. Yep.
Massive edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Wait there.
That's out. Caught.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yep.
Immediately underway with some runs.
End of the over. The Tigers are 81 for 5.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Wait there.
Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Wait on.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
Very sweet off the bat, and 4 all the way.
That was a solid shot. Really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Wait there.
Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Misjudged that throw, and the batters survive what would have been a certain run out.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Tigers are 88 for 5.
Yep.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them. beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
Hussain with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Nice bowling.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yep.
Nice shot.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
95 for
7
5.
runs added there. The Tigers are 95 for 5. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Wait. Yep.
Well placed, should get a single. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Wait there.
Out! Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square. Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yep. Keeper.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The Tigers are 100 for 7. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Big shout. Was there a glove? Yes, there is.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Yeah.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Ahmed gets off the mark.
Great shot through the gap.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
Bowlers in.
That was a solid shot, driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it. Great bowling, really hitting their straps.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Misses everything.
Great work behind the stumps. Save some runs with that dive.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yeah.
Nicely clipped off the pads.
A juicy delivery like that on leg stump isn't going to be missed by this batter. They just put it away.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Wait. Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square. Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
They must have just slipped a little in their delivery stride to bowl that no ball. Sometimes it can happen when you're trying too hard.
Wait on.
Big opportunity missed, an awful delivery that was just begging to be hit.
straight to the fielder.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling, finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
Riaz is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Drives and misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Confident appeal, could it be? The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Impact outside the line. Easy decision for the third umpire. And it's unfortunate in the end, but if you're the batter, you're still there.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand. Middle that one, great timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Full and good night. Just lent on that. Didn't have to do much and got 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Tried to get the drive away. Didn't time the shot well and through to the keeper.
Brilliant shot, that.
Too wide. It was there to be hit and it was really given the treatment.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
That's gone. Fine catch by the wicket-keeper. Early wickets will be the key. It's a below-par score. If the batting gets away early, we could... The openers will be keen to knock off these runs quickly. Not a huge total to chase down. The bowlers will need to make early inroads if they're to make it interesting. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Huck gets off the mark.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yeah.
Immediately underway with some runs. Huck was maybe a bit too eager. The ball wasn't really there to play that shot.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
At number 3 for the Rajashahi Rams.
Yep.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
End of the over, 3 off it. Barishal are 3 for 1. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowlers.
A couple on offer here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Got hold of it. A pretty good bouncer. Enough control to get it away.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yeah.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Bowlers in. Yeah.
They'll get at least 1.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. Barishal are 13 for 1. Riaz from the south end.
Wait on.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe, but couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
It's off the body rather than the bat, but gets through for 1.
Edged it. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Waiting.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
the gap perfectly.
The timing unbelievable. Got the width they were after and nailed it to the boundary.
Hope, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yeah.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Punched it off the back foot for some runs.
End of the over. Barishal are 19 for 1.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Wait.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good. Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Yeah.
Massive edge.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yeah.
Absolutely nailed it.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
6 runs added in the over. Barishal are 25 for 1. Gone right through the defences.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Hassan will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Nicked it through the field. Will it get to the boundary?
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Ballers.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. A little late on that. No run scored.
6 runs added in that over. Barishal are 31 for 2. Going with pace now.
The captain is going with the medium pacer.
Bowl chops it back onto the stumps. You can see the disappointment.
The batsman
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Nice shot, runs possible.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Couldn't get it through the field. Well placed, should get a single. There'll be one run here for them.
Well, that was just a little bit wide. Well picked up, let the ball do all the work really to ease it down towards third. That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
There'll be runs here.
Back and across, punched well off the back foot through point to get some runs.
Barishal weren't given much of an opportunity, a very tidy over. The Tigers can now have 5 fielders outside the circle.
Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Always looking to cash in on a free hit. Up to the bowler to come up with something to prevent it happening. Oh, faintest of sounds. No one to catch it, though. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Wait there.
The Tigers found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Caught, gone.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
straight to the fielder.
Yeah.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Drives and misses everything.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery and the batter is all at sea.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. Barishal are 54 for 4.
Yeah, yeah. Wait.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Totally beaten by the change of pace on that delivery. Very unlucky not to take the wicket. Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it.
Big edge.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Decided against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they'd continued on.
Ahmed has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yep.
Out! Good catch. It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Zadran ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that. And with that, they're off the mark. A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yeah, yeah.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Yep.
Massive edge. Misses everyone, and that's racing away. Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yeah, yeah.
Edged.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Ahmed ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Yeah, yeah.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Wait on.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Zadran shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Good return there, back from the deep.
They'll get at least one. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yeah, yeah.
Times it nicely.
Too much room given. He came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot. That just raced away.
That's the over. Barishal, a 74 for 5. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Waiting.
Brilliant diving stop. And safely taken by the keeper.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Huge edge. A couple on offer here. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. 3 off it. Barishal, a 77 for 6. Ahmed, the left armour, is the new bowler from the north end.
Waiting.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
Chance to run 2.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Perfectly timed.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Yeah, yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Just pivoted onto the back foot. So easily done to knock it behind square.
Wait on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Beaten on the drive.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yeah. Bowler, bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yeah, yeah.
There'll be one run here for them. End of the over. Barishal are 89 for 6. Ahmed from the north end.
Yeah.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Hope, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Middle that one. Great timing.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Couldn't get it through the field.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yeah, yeah.
Great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Ahmed doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling.
Waiting.
Caught. The keeper has taken off and held on to a beauty.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Yep.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Good shot for no runs. Quick to get on the back foot, but just cracked it to the fielder.
Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep. A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
There'll be runs here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Stumping. Oh!
Well, it was an almighty heave coming down the wicket. We might never have found it if they connected.
End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. Barishal are 114 for 7.
Yep.
Good return back from the deep. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Wait on.
Straight to the fielder.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Yeah, yeah.
Runs it off the face of the bat, almost behind point. Plenty of chasing to pull this one back.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Yep.
Super shot that.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing the way.
This has been a masterclass, a great display of batting and bowling. They didn't let their opponents get a look in. A great win.